Hello, everybody. Welcome. My name is Marnie Hernandez, and today we are doing all-inclusive travel, which is under the Travel Agent University. So let me go ahead and put the link in here. If you have not registered, it's very easy to register. Once you get logged in, come down here to the very top right. It'll say all-inclusive travel. So as you see here, we've got Regent 7 cruises. So let's see, is it maybe a short one? So let's try it out. Again, as we do these guys, we will read them. We will go over the information. We will wait for each other to do our test. It looks like, did we already start this or something?
I'm lost. I don't know where you're at.
We are on Travel Agent University.
Oh, I'm on the wrong one. Okay.
Yeah, we were in
still.
Travel Agent Academy. Now we're in Travel Agent University.
Like, I know I was just with you guys. All right. On Travel Agent University. Yes. What did I do with it?
All right. My dashboard says continue learning path. Okay, let me go back there. Let me go back over here. Let me get back to the main page. Okay. All right. Let me get out of this. All right. Travel Agent Academy. Let me just get to Travel Agent Academy. All right. So here you are on Travel Agent Academy. You log in. And then right here under my dashboard, click there. You don't have to log all the way out, just go to the thing and then go to your dashboard. And then right here, it says certifications. And then view certificate. So again, go into Travel Academy, my dashboard, and then certifications. Right there.
Oh, totally confused. I'm still lost from the last one, so I'm not sure why I'm doing this one again, but are we under Agent University or University Travel Agent?
Okay, right now I'm trying to help Rinny get her certificate. If everybody's done on the certificate, that's Travel Agent Academy. That's the one we just did right here. Okay, I'm going to paste it in here for you guys. So if you need your certificate, it's right here, Travel Agent Academy, and you go to dashboard. Okay, it says telling me to finish, then you may not have completed something on it. So you need to go through and find out, and then let me know if you need help with the test. As far as moving forward, now we're going into the Travel Agent University, which is another program. And with that, we're going to do all inclusive. Okay. So this is the link for the one we're going to do now. And again, if anybody needs help with the test on the prior one, please let us know. But now we're doing Travel Agent University. Again, you should be able to jump right into it. And we've done trainings on these before, so very easy to access, okay? Copy. So this is the main Travel Agent University. You're going to log in, and then they have all kinds of courses available. We're going to do this one right here, all-inclusive travel. It's at the very top on the right. So let me know, and that's where we'll be. Okay, no rush. Let me know if anybody has any questions or needs assistance. Everybody ready?
I am.
All right. Again, we're recording it, so we're doing the all-inclusive travel. So all-inclusive travel, creating the all-inclusive vacation. How will consumers travel in 2021? Now 2022, right? Just released Travel Agent Intelligence 2021 Portrait of American Travelers. Spring edition indicates 26% of those surveyed prefer an all-inclusive stay package. Includes accommodation, food, beverage, recreational facilities when making their travel choices. The travel trend information presented in the report was obtained from interviews with 4,500 US adults in February of 2021. The 4 generations of adults surveyed are Gen Zs 18 to 23, Millennials 24 to 39, Gen Xers 40 to 55, and Boomers 56 to 74, and silent GIs 75 plus. I didn't know that. Is that, did everybody know those are the wordings for the age groups? I didn't know, or the ages. This is the first of 4 quarterly reports released to be released this year. Further insights show that the top 3 types of accommodation travelers are interested in using on vacation during the next 12 months are traditional chain affiliated hotels, 48%, resorts, 45%, and vacation home and condos, 31%. For those advisors who sell all-inclusive vacations, it's also important to note that the internet, that the intent to take a vacation during the next 6 months decreases with age and increases with household income. That means that active leisure travelers who, those who intend to travel within the next 12 months expect to take 3.7 overnight leisure trips this year and spend an average of $2,400 on those trips. Gen Xers and Boomers intend to take fewer trips than Gen Zs and Millennials, but the seasoned travelers intend to spend more overall. This difference is spending expectations is likely because Boomers tend to have more available time for travel, more discretionary income, and they're the generation that's first in line for COVID-19 vaccinations. As the US moves quickly to vaccinate those across all age groups, it's likely we'll see these stats change in the coming months. For now, if it's Gen Zs and Millennials who are more apt to travel, the all-inclusive getaway is ideal for many in this cohort. A burgeoning trend is for couples to travel in pods together, which simply means people are traveling with the close friends who have either already been vaccinated or whom they know are practicing the same COVID protocols. Couples in the Gen Z and Millennial age group fare well in an all-inclusive environment since no one couple has to worry about picking up the bill after an evening out. There's no worrying over the check as to who drank what and how much, and planning a day of sightseeing, water sports, or other activities together is a snap since no one has to worry about adding more expenses to their checkout tab. Travel advisors consulting with all-inclusive clients should still take time to interview them to determine what their needs and expectations are. Do they absolutely require top line liquor? Is there a beer brand they must have? These things sound trivial, but for some, this type of need can make or break a vacation. Do they want to travel to a resort that is specifically for couples? And if so, what type of activities do they want? There are options that provide a very free and easy environment, and then those that are more subdued environment. If the all-inclusive vacation is on a cruise ship, the same credit goes. What type of nightlife is the client expecting? What is the tone of the ship? No one wants to get on board ready to whoop it up with other passengers, only to find that no one else is quite the wild party mode they are. So the best thing for travel advisors to do is research the all-inclusive travel products that are more comfortable selling and to create a side-by-side comparison of what's on offer for each. This type of formatting should spell out exactly what is included in pricing, including transfers, tips, and taxes. Are there specialty dining areas that require an extra fee? Are water sports included? How about the use of the spa facilities? Lastly, if you are part of a network and know advisors who have experienced these resorts or cruise lines, do ask them about the vibe of the place and try to get as many insider secrets as possible to share with your clients. Some more words to the wise for 2021 travel. Festive season is filling up quickly, and the premium accommodations at resorts on cruise lines. Advise your clients to book now to avoid being shut out. December may seem like a long time from now, but it's not really when you consider many travelers feel quite comfortable booking vacations for end of the year. They'll be vaccinated, airlift to many destinations will be back to post-pandemic levels, and travel should be very much in full swing. Lastly, reserve any added on amenities for your clients ahead of time. You don't want them showing up with the idea of going for a massage on day one, only to find that there's no treatment slots available for the entire duration of their trip. The same goes for specialty restaurants and other activities that can accommodate only a limited number of guests. All-inclusive vacations can be very rewarding for the client and for the advisor, but should be selected with care to ensure everyone will have the most optimal experience possible. Now, just curious, did I miss something? Yes, I missed the honeymoon too. So, designing the perfect honeymoon. All-inclusive are a major drawing for destination weddings and honeymoons, as bookings for this is very important to the market return for 2021 and beyond. We caught up with Mr. Honeymoon, Jim Augumus, president of Perfect Honeymoons, to find out what the romance market looks like as COVID begins to lift. Here's a condensed version of our conversation. Kind of sad that it's not really lifting, right? Okay, so Ruth Ann says, let's talk about how destination weddings and honeymoons are shaping up for 21 and 22. What are you seeing on the front lines? Well, there was a trend in the past 5 years to having big, huge, extravagant destination weddings where you're inviting a few hundred people. That's definitely changed. People are paring down their guest list and wanting to do much more intimate gatherings. The average number is probably now 20 to 30 guests. Generally, that's close family, close friends, and that's about it. Obviously, the bride and groom don't want to burden their guests with having to travel during the pandemic. Are you seeing people booking or rebooking, or are they kind of at a loss as to what to do at this moment? The cool thing with honeymoon market and wedding market is it's very resilient. We've been in business since 1989, so we've been through the recessions, wars, September 11th, SARS, bird flu, everything, and the honeymoon business is always resilient because people always have to get married. The show must go on versus the regular leisure market. People can say, oh, well, we won't go on that vacation this year. We'll just wait till next year. The good news is the majority of the people that I had booked last year actually did rebook for this year and for 2022. There are a lot of people in the first quarter of this year who are having to postpone their weddings again because they can't get married or they can't travel to wherever they're needing to travel. You're great at putting adventure into romance travel and creating unique itineraries. Can you provide some tips for advisors who are reading this? Your most important role is being a good listener. This is sales 101. You've got to ask the right questions. You've got to qualify the client. I still get clients that want to go to an all-inclusive resort, lay on the beach for a week. It really boils down to knowing your customer and asking the right questions and getting them to open up about their expectations. Wasn't registered. I'm doing so now. What shall I put? Okay. Can somebody help Rini right here? Sorry. Hold on. She's asking, what should she put on the certification? What's it requiring? CTC, is it requiring something? I would just put maybe none. I think I put none on mine. Sorry. And anytime you guys have a question, put it to everybody so that way they can help you. Okay, so to put none and see if it'll let you go through it. Okay. All right. Sorry. Hold on. Let me see. Got it. Perfect. Okay. Also make point. Okay. You really need to have a conversation. Okay. 101. Here we are. I also make a point to ask what they inspire to do, because a lot of people, people have always wanted to learn how to scuba dive, but they live in Ohio. Well, you're not going to learn how to scuba dive in Ohio. So the honeymoon is their chance to do what they've always dreamed of doing. You really need to have a conversation with your couple, or at least come up with a laundry list of qualifying questions to get a better sense of the type of vacation they're looking for. What keeps me on my toes is every couple I consult with wants something different. It's not just the same honeymoon day after day. So asking the right questions, what they want to do, that's probably the best route to take. The principle holds true for any perfect honeymoon. The very beginning of the honeymoon, you have to earmark for just some downtime and rest and relaxation. They're going to be exhausted from the wedding process, the wedding weekend, the travel, getting to the honeymoon destination. I remember years ago, my clients would say, oh, we just slept the first 2 days of our honeymoon. So you definitely ease them into activities. Don't right off the bat make them go be on the go. Well, how do you prepare your clients to travel during these times? As a travel advisor, you can't just tell these people, oh yeah, you should travel because I need to make money. I preface every single meeting with, here's the situation. You're thinking of traveling to Costa Rica. Costa Rica doesn't require a test, which is nice. Can someone give you the address? Okay. Make sure it's for Archer though, and not your own. Okay, so help Brittany, please. You'll just have to be to do the test upon return. Then I go through the protocols at the hotels. Like, look, you're going to have to wear a mask in the restaurant, in the lobby, in the spa. But when you're in the beach and you're out hiking, you don't have to wear a mask. I make sure people are comfortable with all that beforehand. Now it's a year later. People know the risks. If you decide to get on an airplane, you get COVID. That's on you, right? So I don't think they're as concerned with that anymore. Can somebody put Archer's address in the chat box, please? Thank you. I go through all these practicalities with them, but then I also tell them, look, the upside is there's never been a time in history where you can go to these places and have the whole place to yourself. Someone created the new terminology, over tourism. But it's a thing. I don't even like going to Venice anymore because it's so crowded. So I'm telling these people, if you decide to travel right now, this is an incredible time. You won't see this ever again. You might have to go through all this other stuff, but look at the upside. You're going to have the place to yourself. All right, hold on. Let me get that for you. All right, travel. Okay, thank you. Thank you, Christine. Appreciate that. All right. So you're going to have, okay, travel leaders, 32% of clients have already booked their next trip. Nearly 1/3, 32% of travel leaders network agency clients have already booked their next trip. This is according to a research survey conducted by Network of Past and Current Clients online from February to March, with 2,700 individuals successfully completing the survey. Beyond the third that have already booked their next vacations, 24% are currently planning their next vacation. 41% are also dreaming of traveling again. Further, those who are already vaccinated are 20% more likely to already have their vacation booked, which indicates being vaccinated gives them the confidence to travel again, and they are itching to do so. About those vaccinations, travel leaders found 85% of clients said they already have been vaccinated or plan to get vaccinated when eligible. Specifically, when asked about plans to get vaccinated for COVID-19, 44% of travelers said they had already been vaccinated, while 41% said they plan to get vaccinated when eligible. Only 8% said they did not plan to get vaccinated, while another 8% said they haven't decided. In terms of timing for your next trip, 34% are planning to take their vacation this spring or summer. Additional 23% are planning to travel this fall. 5% are looking at year-end holidays for travel. From a destination restriction perspective, a majority of survey respondents said that if a country required visitors to be vaccinated in order to enter, they would be much more likely, 36% or somewhat more likely, 26% to visit. For those who have already been vaccinated, 66% would be much more likely or somewhat more likely to visit. When it comes to what people miss about traveling, 44% said exploring new places, 25% said getting away from it all, and only about 10% said they miss returning to the places they love. Clearly, vacations have in mind are likely be one-of-a-kind bucket list type adventures and to new destinations. All right, so we're asking about all the all-inclusives. We went through that. Now the 7 Seas cruises. For more information with to sail, for more reasons to sail with every luxury included. Unrivaled space for unrivaled experiences. The luxury of personal space is central to the promise of an unrivaled experience with Regent 7 Sea Cruises. It provides the extravagant freedom guests need to explore and relax to the fullest. As the preeminent luxury ocean cruise line, we pride ourselves in offering some of the largest balconies, most spacious suites at sea, our wide range of specialty restaurants, al fresco and in-suite dining options, exquisite lounges, bars, and expansive spaces are perfect to rest and celebrate in, knowing there is never a queue or a crowd and every imaginable amenity is included. The world's most luxurious fleet is comprised of 5 stunning all-suite ships featuring spacious and sophisticated accommodations with among the largest balconies at sea across 98% of our suites. Multiple stunning lounges, beautiful pool decks, state-of-the-art fitness centers, and perfectly tiered theater are just the beginning of the spaces available for onboard entertainment and enrichment. Personalized professional service with the best suite attendants and butlers on the water, world-class chefs and sommeliers, highly qualified marine officers, and the rest of the exemplary staff and crew. Every detail will be taken care of just as you prefer. All right. Our thousands, do we use cruise number or main number for our travel? Again, Sandy or Christine, can you answer? All our thousands of free unlimited shore excursions are just the start of an incredible array of shoreside opportunities, from pre and post cruise land programs to specially curated private experiences and more. Exquisite cuisine, stunning design, and symphony of service without a queue or a crowd are complemented perfectly with course by course service should you desire to dine in your suite. And then every luxury included. Unlike many of our competitors, we mean all inclusive when we say it. From round trip air and transfers to and from your ship to excursions, dining, and onboard gratuities, every luxury really is included. Share the Regent experience and create clients for a lifetime. Check your knowledge. Okay, which of the following? Okay, so Rini, mark this down so you once you get done, you can put it on there. Okay. So we're doing a test. Which of the following? It's just one question. Which of the following does a Regent 7 Seas cruise include? I would say all of the above. Correct. All of the above. All right. So we've completed that section. So again, if you're following along, you're just getting set up. Don't worry. Get in there. And the question is all of the above. Hey. Sorry, guys. All right, now we're gonna go with sandals. Everybody loves sandals. They are amazing, guys, okay? My car is wrapped with sandals. So the brand clients can trust. Sandals welcome back guests with heightened safety protocols. For nearly 40 years, Sandals has adhered to the highest standards of cleanliness and safety protocols. Our resorts have always been scrupulously clean, sanitized every hour and every day. But now more than ever, our existing industry-leading practices have been enhanced to include several preemptive cleanliness measures, guaranteeing your clients a peace of mind to enjoy their vacation with the utmost confidence. Having time of their lives, it's been said that sun, sea, and fresh air are the best medicine of all. And at Sandals, there is an abundance of it. They've created even wider open spaces and are taking physical distancing to even greater lengths. So your clients will create 1,000 worry-free moments that they'll cherish for a lifetime. From the moment our guests arrive, they'll enjoy the Sandals luxury included experience. Sandals private airport lounges are cleaned and sanitized every 30 minutes. Guests are provided with complimentary masks, exclusive airport transfers to the resort, offer reduced seating, and are sanitized after every trip, as are luxury Mercedes-Benz, BMW, and Rolls-Royce transfers for guests in the top tier suites. Wow. Guests can now check in online, letting them skip the front of the line. It's not letting me. Okay. Travel agent, Rennie, again, if somebody can help Rennie, sorry. Guests can now check in online, letting them skip the front. Pull up your guys's profile and you'll be able to see what we have there. Guests can now check in online, letting them skip the front desk and go directly to their room. And Sandals has introduced even more robust housekeeping measures to ensure a hospital-grade sanitized environment according to the strictest protocols. Linens are cleaned every day, and all mattress and pillows have protectors that are disinfected daily. After rooms are thoroughly cleaned, the door is locked, and a seal placed between the door and the casing to certify that no one else has entered until the guests arrive. Wide open spaces to be alone at Sandals. Our wide open spaces are nature made for romance. Whether guests want to stroll hand in hand along a flawless stretch of white sand beaches, find a cozy space that was made for two, or enjoy an intimate candlelit dinner for two at one of our 5-star global gourmet restaurants, Sandals has created endless open spaces where love can blossom. All Sandals restaurants are set up for private moments, whether it's a candlelit corner with a window overlooking the sea or beneath the stars while dining al fresco. Guests will enjoy a delicious culinary experience with everything designed for both romance and safety. Sandals has always included every land and water sport under the sun. No matter what the game of adventure, every protocol is in place to keep them safe. From tennis and championship golf to scuba diving, paddleboarding, windsurfing, and sailing, all equipment is continually cleaned and sanitized after every use. Sandals doors to the bars are literally open to keep the air flowing. The ones that aren't outside, of course, our outdoor bars have the fresh air and cool Caribbean breeze to keep the party going, with each pair of bar stools 6 feet apart. All of our glassware is washed in dishwashers, and disposable cups are available at all bars. Every surface is continually cleaned and sanitized for the highest levels of cleanliness and safety. At Sandals, your clients will still be greeted with smiles so big and welcoming. They'll still be able to see them beneath the mask every staff member will be wearing at all times. Rest assured, they've all had their temperatures taken when they arrived at the resort, had their uniforms laundered, and have been trained how to stay healthy at home. So book your client's next stay at Sandals, the world's only 5-star luxury included vacation today, the brand you continue to trust. Call your business development manager at 1-800-SANDALS. Visit Sandals at this information below. All right. Thank you, Christine. From the moment our guests arrive, they'll enjoy the Sandals luxury included experience. The private airport lounges are cleaned and sanitized every, isn't it 30 minutes? Yes, that's what I thought. And guests provided complimentary masks. Okay, so the first one is all of the above. The second question is 30 minutes. All right, let's go to the final exam. Look at that, we're done, guys. Okay. Rennie, are you in? Are you ready for the test? All right, guys. Everybody good? Everybody good? All right. True or false? Nearly no, but I'll get there. Okay, no worries. So we'll write down. So again, the first one was all, second one was true, right? What was that? Was it true? What was
30
that?
minutes.
30 minutes. Sorry. Thank you. All right. Okay. So now we're doing the final exam. True or false? Nearly 1/3 of Travel Leader Network member agency clients have already booked their next trip. True? The just released travel agent intelligence portrait spring 26% of those surveyed prefer when making their travel choices. I would say all inclusive. Yeah.
I'd say because
Yeah,
that's
all inclusive.
of the class.
Okay. Which of the following does a Regent 7 Seas cruise include?
All of the above.
All of the above. Very good. And from the moment our guests arrive, they'll enjoy the experience every 30 minutes. All right. You guys got that? True. All inclusive, all of the above, and 30 minutes. Da, da, da. New resources have been unlocked. View your resources. All right. So congratulations, everybody. Now you have your certificate here. You'll go ahead and print that out, guys, right here. Now you've completed 2 certificates today. Yay. Congratulations. Make sure you post it. Let people know you're an all-inclusive specialist now. And then over here, now you can go ahead and get more information under resources, and then we'll go into additional courses later on, okay? So again, thank you guys, I appreciate it. Rennie, you got the questions, the answers. Anybody else? Did you get your both 2 certificates? I wanna make sure you guys got both certificates before we move on, because I don't want to leave anybody out. Okay.
I got them both.
Yay. I want to see them posted.
Well, I want to see yours posted too.
I know, I got to download them. Again, I post everything from my phone and my certificates are here. So I have to go in. Maybe I'll do a whole thing. I'm still registering. Okay, no worries. So I'm going to go ahead and stop the recording.